Hello and welcome to another HotS Talkthrough. Today I'm going to be playing Stitches. He is a champion who I have quite a love-hate relationship with. As you can see by my portrait, I am level 9 at least with him. He is probably one of my favourite warriors because in all MOBAs I really enjoy characters that have hooks and can kind of, it's an interesting skill shot that you can pull out the enemy into really dangerous situations and kind of win team fights before they even start, but it's also very risky at times.
The battle begins.
And so I love that about Stitches, but I also hate things about Stitches, like he's gone through some odd phases in this game where he's been very strong or very weak, and I feel like his other abilities aren't actually that interesting. He's in a much better spot than he has been, but Slam I think is quite a boring ability. Devour's fun enough, but very long cooldown. Isn't that fun? Like we've lost someone, that's a shame. But yeah, in this lane against Valor and a Viking, I'm just gonna kind of be dominant in the lane just because I have so much healing. Oh, that's already shooting me down and I just eat. Let's see if I can bait her into turret. No, I was going for a bait of a bait there. I was actually trying to use my low HP to bait it into running at me. Which is why I was taking so much unnecessary damage. Because the amount of times that I've done that in this game is quite funny. Just gone, oh no, look, I'm low health. Ah, but you're level 1, now you're in 2 towers and you're dead. Come back here, you. Need to poke out this Viking as much as possible. I don't want him getting the XP. It's a bit of a shame that I'm Stitches in this lane, just because I can't really do that much. I'm very overextended here, which is a little bit worrying. Yeah, I thought so. Danger call's good. I thought they'd be coming up. The reason I'm trying to play so aggressively against Vikings is because that's the way you deal with them. Otherwise they soak a lot of XP. And that can be very annoying. I'm just going to push this wave as much as I can before the Trines come up. I'm going to take Vial Cleaver here, basic attacks cause Vial Gas. Gotcha. She's dead. We've got a lot of dot damage on our team. Which is quite interesting. Lunara and Stitch is very good with the dots. I was hoping that he'd stop controlling that Viking. It went out of fashion. Okay. This is a fight you will lose. Close, but not close enough. That was a little bit silly of them to jump on me. Very tanky character. Stitches, especially in the early game. Very deceptively tanky. I'm just going to hang back here, see if they go on. They go on Lunara, and I can get a hook. Just trying to keep out of sight. But it was a little bit risky there with 3 there. I didn't want to initiate a fight. I know it was just a Viking, but Lunara's on half health and quite a squishy character. Not sure how we lost that Abatha there. I was a bit surprised. But yeah, just continuing to soak in this lane. Looks like there's a Valor coming this way. Get a bit of poke off on her. Comes Illidan again. I'm going to move down this way to my team. That should be a very dead Illidan. Again, they're making the mistake of going on one of the tankiest characters in the game early on. Like, look at that HP pool. I'm level 7 and almost at 4,000. Very nasty. I'm going to take Tenderizer here. The combo's really in there well with the Biogas on auto attacks. Gonna use my Devour creep there just to get me some health before this fight.
The altars have risen. Activate them now.
Again, I'm gonna try and lead them into the mines here. Grab for mines. It's good. It's a shame. He should die for that, yeah. That was a little bit risky by me. I was hoping to get him to go on me there, which he did, but the pathing kind of just screwed me there, and I spent a long time walking around him instead of getting away from his team. Just a little bit frustrating. But trading that kill's fine. I'm fine with that. The Vikings really causing a problem. We're not killing them enough. And they're sucking a lot of XP. There's very little poor Eric can do to me. Yeah, we need to hit level 10. They just hit it. Like Glenora said, gotta be careful. And there's our 10. I'm going to take Gorge here because they have quite a lot of low health, high damage characters. It's a bit annoying my eats didn't go off there. It's a very, very odd fight we're having. There goes Illidan. Yeah, the reason I took Gorge there is really to counter that Illidan, because like he jumps in and I just eat him. And you know, that Illidan really doesn't want that. I mean, no one does really, but very nasty for Illidan. I interrupt his drink there. That's the reason for that hook. There's people dying left and right. It's a bit sad. But I think we have the better late game team here. Gonna head down to bot, just make sure I soak up that lovely XP. My ultimate's in 15, so hopefully get another kill with that if I get a good hook. Oh, that's a shame. I did well enough for the fast step kill there, but sadly, no luck. It's really what I want to just be doing here with Gorge, is trying to get hooks into our towers and forcing the enemy into very, very nasty positions. But it's a little bit tricky on this map. And against their team has a lot of dodge rolls. I take indigestion, creating a is it a Retchling? Yes. Quite a powerful ability, actually. A lot of people I think underestimate it. Just want to make sure we kill this camp. Okay, they're going on me pretty hard. No, just piss off everything. Hooked him away there. I knew I wasn't going to get a kill, but the reason I hooked him was to make sure that he couldn't actually do anything in that fight apart from attack me. Because really Stitches doesn't have that much threat other than his ability to kind of be very, very tanky. That's all of the tankiness that he has.
Your powers will.
Didn't want to go for a hook there because it was a little bit risky. I didn't want to interrupt the hand in, or the shrine capture. We're doing well to be beating a team with Vikings XP. That's really, really nice. Put back on the Chen, trying to get him into Phoenix, but just not enough damage. But that was 2 ults, they just used the for R1, I think. "10 seconds on Gorge." Not really that confident hooking without it, just because they have so many escapes. What is going on here? Just bring her as far back into the team as I can. There she goes. Should be an Elden kill as well, yep. Looking like Chen will die here as well if I can get the hook, which I can. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Well played by their team. Our team. Not so well played by their team. That was a nice team fight. I feel like they just overextended a little bit too much there into kills that they didn't really need. Valor just stood still attacking creeps. I've said this in previous videos I think, but never stand still if you're auto-attacking. Because you have a little wind-up time on your auto-attack, maybe like a second interval between each one. And just use that second to move. It's always a good thing to do.
Take the altars and put an end to the.
Just stops skill shots like a hook or Li Ming, Arcane Orb, or anything like that coming out and hitting you and punishing you for standing still. Don't want to take a hook here. This is really important, is knowing when not to hook people as Stitches, because if I hook there, I initiate a team fight. I hook Chen away from Thrall there, because I just wanted to stop Chen's kind of ability to keep on someone. They did Rayleigh. They did indeed Thrall. They really did. Gonna eat him, throw him over here. Hook him back in. Yeah, lovely kill. A bit risky doing it on Elden because he does have so many escapes, but what are you doing here? Go away. I'm gonna be just big meat shield here. I've got Abathon on me. I just want them to not be able to take these towers. No follow-up? That was odd. Come on, look at me, I'm very low health. You know you want to die for me, right? Right? There we go. Good catch. Yeah, I love baiting people into trying to kill Stitches. Because he has no other CC than his hook, but people still fall for it every time. I just look at him, it's like, oh look, he's half health. It's like, I've still got 3,000 of it though. Still more than pretty much everyone else in the game. At half health, I have more HP than they do. It is risky though, because I do have no escape. If I could have house that over there. Just gonna stand there, push him out of the fight. Hook him back in. Force him to use his escape. Yeah, like, I know I can't kill him, but I can keep him out of the fight very easily. Gonna head up to the mid to soak. Looks like Vikings are giving us some trouble. Yeah, just throwing skills at him really, and being a big meat shield for him to stop. For him to stop being able to interrupt that hand in is absolutely fine. If I could have killed him, that would have been good, but it wasn't that necessary to achieve the goal that I wanted. Okay, I dodge. I don't know how I dodged that. think we can see some enemies there. This is very risky. I don't like this at all. Yeah, we could see that our whole team was up. I'm gonna take Hardened Shield here, because it really lets me kind of again bait with that health pool, and the 75% damage reduction just means I can really just run in suicidally. Be very annoying for the enemy to deal with. Just this big meat shield. Now, more experienced players will know to ignore stitches, especially when I've got this build, because I haven't taken that much CC. Ooh. Come on, hit me! Oh no! Oh, I'm dying! Look at my health. I'm trying to keep them occupied here. Like, Thala and Chen have been hitting me this fight. God knows why. Stitches is definitely a very different playstyle to any other warrior. Oh, I have not seen that in a while. Can I get the hook? Yep, gonna eat him up. I don't want him near this Lunara. Please, Lunara, don't hang about. I'm gonna head down bot. Hopefully my team can capture the others. Abatha should be able to capture the top one. It's gonna be very nasty. Nasty amount of damage for them. There we go. All three altars at this point is just devastating. Ooh, very close hook. That would have only... I don't think that would have pulled him over the wall, but it would have pulled him into a position where Lunara could probably kill him. This is a very hook-orientated build on Stitches. A lot of people go for a lot more slam, like adding the slow on slam, just to give him more CC. That is a perfectly viable build as well. It's a different role. It's a lot more frontline, and does give you some kind of other CC other than hook and gorge. But I find this one so much more fun. I kind of just want to stay mid at the moment, just so I can make sure that I'm in position to be a threat, but also near my team. Looks like we should really just go and take the bottom fort. This is a problem I have with this map though, is like we're in quite a dominant position, but it's very hard for us to actually win at this point, because there's no objective. If we take the boss, well, we still don't win, and it's quite risky for, I'd say, very little reward. Something I'd quite like to see would be maybe perhaps when you take an enemy fort, it does 1 damage to the enemy core. Because like we just took 3 forts there, and they just took them all back. But you know, if we managed to be able to get that permanent damage in, that would have been nice. Hey, hello there, chum. Didn't want you, Eric. This is an odd fight. We could just be winning the game here, but we're having to tell the Dryads about this apparently. But yeah, well, these last 2 shrines should be the game. Pretty fun game here. I think it was in our favour once we got to the late game, definitely. I hope this has been an interesting view of playing Stitches. A lot of people play him quite differently, I think, but he's a very interesting warrior to play with, just because all he is a hook, really, and a really big HP pool. And using that HP pool in the right way, being this big kind of meat just shield, and using your massive model to kind of just block off areas, is really quite an interesting way of playing. And I mean, his passive really is very good for that as well. Just Vile Gas, you know, when you're hit, you drop poison on the floor, which is again stuff the enemy don't really want to stand in. It's not that noticeable. I mean, they can run through it fine, but it is damage, and it is just encouraging you to stand there and take a lot of punishment. And if you're taking tons and tons of damage, that means that all your allies aren't. So that's perfect. That's what you want. It's another interesting thing is using Putrid Bile instead of Gorge, perhaps against more tanky teams or more melee focused teams, and that can be very, very annoying for them to deal with. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this HotS talkthrough, and I'll see you next time.